I forget how it's called, Holmgren something, but it's like 20 something p.m. And the thing is that I just found out when the man, a lot of tourism, when the man told me about the woodworking, I just found out how inadequate I am because my skill set is so far behind. And he said, what? He said, it'll take years. He said, Abakaba. Take years. It'll take years. Like 4 years to learn the woodworking. 4 years, 4 or 5 years. That's a long time, right? When you need to make money right now, that's a long time, man. Yeah. So you can see like the type of operations that I'm telling you about. I'm way behind now. Yeah, way behind. Doing anything way behind. I'm screwed, man. Some deep stuff. See how she walks. If you observe her, she's chewing gum and her gait, GAIT, her walk. It's like a man. It's like a man. Theory is that the women of these ethnic groups, yeah, have the most testosterone out of all women in the world. I think these women do. I think they have a higher level of testosterone than other women in the world. I really believe that. So what they did, they intimidated my mother, and all kinds of other stuff, certain officials, whatever, and then prohibited me from being able to talk to the woman that I was going to marry. I was prohibited and not allowed to talk, to have any communication, to sort of throw me off. So right now, there is a blur between what's actually happened and actual and suppositional type of influence. It's blurred right now for me. It's very blurred. I can't tell the difference where the line ends and where it starts. I can't tell the difference. And then I have reached out to certain Muslims who then backbite other people without substantiation. He really did this, and how did he really do this, and da. And they were saying that he hit certain people. One particular person, he hit certain people for Kuwait for a lot of money, not single-digit thousands of dollars. No, not single-digit thousands. Yeah, I'm talking about double-digit. Hundreds of thousands, millions. See the guy who was walking, had his hand on his solar plex. And I did have a dream about a devil today, but I had confronted him. It was a young devil. Yeah, it was young. And I had confronted it. this devil, and he was trying to blow on me. And what the devil was saying, but not in a demonic form, but like a human, but with the fangs, a normal human face, sort of like Asiatic, sort of mixed. With Caucasian, Asiatic mix, but with fangs and with the horns, with a little bit of horns through a lot of hair, like a Japanese anime, almost like a character, but in the real world type of setting. They come in and there was a medium, and the interesting thing, there was somebody that looked like a Sufi or a mystical master in the lotus position, sitting down, a man of European ancestry, and only then did they walk in. And the guy was raising his voice, and immediately he was getting heated with me and saying, "You shame me in front of my father," in front of like the courts and all of that, and in front of my father, and in the venue of the courts, similar to what has been happening with me. Yeah, this is what he said. I just had a dream not that long ago after doing the istikhara. You shame me. Yeah, in front of my father. He said, "The father, meaning what? Shaitan, Iblis. You humiliated me, and the court system and the public venues and things like that." Those are the words that he used. Like that, and he wanted to grab at me, and he was trying to lunge at me, and I kept blocking him, lunging at me. And then he tried to blow on you, but then something was like, "Don't worry about that. He's not having an effect. He's weak," particularly in Ramadan. And there was like 3 of them. They were all like youth, looking like young people, but with the hornish, all with these. They had like little horns on them. They were all like youth, like young, cool-looking people. They really looked cool and hip, and they were not dark. They were all of a different ethnicity, not Asiatic, sort of mix, and the other ones were like sort of Europe ethnicity. But then when he was trying to blow on me, and it was deflected off like that, because I felt it, the breath blow, and I had deflected off, like that. Then they all looked up in this room. It was like this room, and there was light behind them, and I was facing the light of the room. And then they all looked up, and as they looked up, which is away from me, because all their attention was like malice towards me in their direction. This trio. And when they looked up at it, up like behind me, something behind me, it was like something was coming down, or some being was sent down, and they all screamed horribly, including the medium. The guy was in between. They all screamed horrible, horrible scream, and then that was the end of it. As if something was descending, was coming down, and with our infrared, it was a malaika. Yeah, an angel, and that was the end of it. We didn't finish. Meaning, like, Allah, I'm tired of this. Yeah, bring this to the end. They were all slaughtered instantaneously. Yeah, just like that. This nonsense, So now I have to consider this political thing. And hopefully it is not an error, because he's a Yehudi. Yeah. Yehudi, would you say? They say, oh, you're anti-Semitic. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I don't like people who play games. Who play games, deceit. Yeah, I don't like that. No, this is something that I really don't like. It really gets on my skin. I think it's a private jet taking off. Yep, it is, but it's a small one. I don't play games. So that feeling, the main thing is that right? There's an Iraqi bastard. Yeah, the guy. Just mentioned the Shayateen, what they call Kabirs. Kubasa. Yeah, the guy riding a bicycle. He sometimes goes to the missionaries of charity. He's got a mustache, and he's got a rock-shaped sloped head type of head. He runs around there isolated. Yeah, I call him that because he was talking bad about me one time, and he said, yeah, the black people, and he's like, they're criminals and this, that. Yeah, right inside the mother missionaries of charity, talking bad about me. You don't even know me. And then I found out from the missionaries of charity. And then they said, yeah, the guy's Muslim. I said, oh, shit. Yeah. They said the guy's Muslim, man. And they were talking about him. Yeah, he's Muslim. He ain't fasting nothing. No. So now I think the judge and all that, but don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. And then there was this lady who looked like a Yehudi, mean one. Her name was Amelia, and she would just glare at me. Yeah, Amelia. Look like a Yehudi. In her eyes, scary eyes, man. And then she would want to be in proximity. You understand? You understand what I'm saying now? Yeah, they know. Yeah, really. And it was in the beginning when I first came here, the first weeks. Since I haven't seen her since. But it was an introduction to somebody that guy involved with and that he knows. The bastards, man. You don't want to be subject to any of this. Any of what you see me going through. You don't want to be going through this kind of shit. You want to cut these people loose. Yeah. Do I know you? No. Can I do something for you? No. Okay. Then leave me alone. Yeah. That's it. In the story. Yeah. You want to have the freedom to be able to do that, and the only way you have that is through a digital sort of a freedom. That's the only way you can have that. Beautiful day today out, even though it's blistering and windy, but by Icelandic standards, yeah. Take advantage. See the weather that's like this, the Icelandic aviators, they take full advantage of this weather. Because they don't know what it's going to be like later on today. They take it because they don't get weather like this much up here. So that was an interesting dream, but I was looking for an answer about something else. That was very interesting. And before that, when I was about to do istikhara or something, after Fajr, after 2 something in the morning, or maybe 4 something, I had another dream of a black man, and he was glaring at me real angry, and he felt like a government official. He was a black man, and I was grabbing him and I was choking him. I'm talking about U.S. government official. Something. I was choking the man. I was killing him in the dream. And this was after Fajr. Yeah. I was killing him. And the people trying to shoot or target me to get my hands off of him, and I wouldn't let him go. I would. No. You kabir. What they call kabir. You kabir. Finish you. Yeah, here. Like that. And this is barakah. Yeah, in Ramadan. This is barakah. This is very important. Especially you ain't doing haram. Very, very, very important, man. Finish all these cats. All cats are evil, man. These cats, man. Yes, cats are no good. Especially no good, man. So whatever it is, you want to get it off of you, keep it off of you, and stay on the straight and narrow. But your halal nafs, like what they call shahwat, want to get married, want to be intimate with a woman, touch, feel a woman in marriage, that shouldn't be delayed. That's what the Prophet said. Haste. Prophet Muhammad said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said haste in marriage, man. Haste. Make haste, man. Don't delay. Don't push that off out. You gotta get to it quick, man. Don't mess around with that, man. Get married, man. People want to play around. Let's see, and let's have you do the interviews and this and that. See, and the sad part is, I'm praying the sister didn't get any bad news, man. Yeah, because she's just totally silent. She will not answer my WhatsApp communications, and I have to. Yeah, I gotta communicate with her, man, before Ramadan ends. She will not answer. This is very unusual. When your conversation starts amicably, and then it suddenly turns bad. It's very unusual. Yeah, very unusual. Very strange. Yeah, very strange stuff, man. Yeah. Very weird stuff. Very weird stuff. Yeah, very weird stuff. Very weird stuff. Everything's amicable and good. Yeah, bam. Yeah, no more communication. Bam, dead. Everything just went dead. Bam. Like that. What did you do? Yeah, what happened? What? Yeah, bam. Whoop. No more communication. Huh? Strange, man. From a one who wants to get married. At least with the communication, with the woman should at least say, that I talked it over and I consulted with my wali about us getting married, and they said they refused or didn't allow me because of your color or something like that, or the way you look. At least tell you something. You can tell me nothing, man. Just go like that. Total stop, man. Which kind of alludes to a nation-state actor. They can put pressure on the nation-state where the person is resident. Yeah, they can put pressure on that person and say, look, we don't want you communicating with this guy, this person, not him. We don't want him. He doesn't deserve to have marriage. Or show her something very vulgar, and use that. If you catch, oh man, very vulgar, very vulgar, very vulgar, something very, very bad. Like if that could be revealed, the biggest case in U.S. history, man. But my information is I have to do something before Ramadan finishes, at least so that they can be scarred about it, because something tells me I have the advantage. Yeah, now that I'm out, I made it out, I have the advantage. I want them to leave me alone, stay out of my life, and stop interfering between me and women. Even though I'm a petty thief. Yeah, I know what I am. Stealing food to eat, so I can eat food and have gas. Yeah, I know what I did. Things like that. Yeah, I was hungry, I was desperate. And people talk about religious dogma. All they do is feed you dogma. Nobody solves your problems. And if they do, they solve little of the problems with approval from the authorities. Yeah, with the permission of the authorities. They solve very little of your problems. They don't comprehensively solve them. They don't know. Very little of the problems. Very little of the problems. They solve it. Very little of the problems. Like if you have a $1,400 or a $1,700 problem, they say, okay, brother, here, we'll give you $170 or $200, $300. Never the amount that you need. They play like that. Some Muslims like that are connected with government entities or background checks or law enforcement or security. They say, don't give this guy too much money. We don't want him. He needs to work. And your teeth are falling apart. Your body is falling apart. You're almost 50, 60 years old. You're getting old, and they know this. They know this, and they're saying, see, this is a DA-20 here. We have a lot in Long Beach. Long Beach, yeah, we have a lot. And the thing is that and I miss the place, man. I miss Long Beach, really. But the thing is that the only way you can fight this is with the accoutrement, with the accompaniment strength of an attorney. This is the only way. This is the only way you can fight this, man. With the strength of an attorney. That's what I'm saying, man. When the guy said it took like 4 years and all that, yeah, I felt the same. We're looking, how the hell am I going to do that at this age, man? These are skills that every man needs to have. We're working, fixing vehicles, all that. Yeah, you don't know shit, man. You don't know why you don't know shit? Yeah, because you're kept busy with not only frivolities. Oops, big mistake. Don't film that part. Wrong move. So the thing is, you are kept busy with some basic rudimentary things to survive. You kept busy. I was going to film something, but I stopped myself because there was a guy doing an illegal turn, an Icelander. He was making an illegal turn. Yeah, and I didn't want that caught on camera. No, he just came the wrong way. There's no turn for him like that. So yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Never interfere using technology to stop you from having a woman. That's cold-blooded. See, these dump trucks, they're looking for drivers like mad. Like insane. Switzerland too. Switzerland has a big problem with that. Norway also has a big problem with that. Yeah, problem drivers, truck drivers, because a lot of the young people, as far as that kind of truck driving, this stuff that I know how to do, they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. No, they don't want to do it. They're not interested in that. They don't like it. It's dirty. They look down on it. So someone told me that I'm only interested in truck driving because it's boring. He couldn't really language it. He couldn't express it in proper language, that you just want to use it as a tool to get where you really want to be, which is in business. Let me hurry up. Oh, shit. So, to get to and I like them big women too, man. I'll put a pounding on them. What? I'm telling you, pounding on them. But everything but by marriage. So he couldn't put it in words, you know. And yeah, you know what I'm saying. He couldn't put it in words as to what it was. But what Salim was trying to say is that my ambition is really for bigger business and trade and large-scale money. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Shit. Damn right, I see. But I can, once the money is secure, I can live on very little, actually. I can. Yeah, very little. Once I'm able to budget. Very little.